And the recording is now up, which means this is your host, Kazar and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. In the last episode, we got our grand introduction to the big event going on in this game, and that is the tournament to decide who will be the next king. And we have entered the running of it. So, no pressure.
Nom.
Thank you for feeding Mr. Muffinberry. I'm gonna pet a cat.
That's a good kitty. Oh, you'll come again.
Was Muffinberry silent there? Oh, he's kind of silent for that command right now. So, for those of you who are curious where we're at, I don't know, I think his other commands will work just fine though. I think. I did test him. He should work. But yeah. Take a look at how much money we currently have in the bottom right hand corner. We're currently up to 632k. And if you're wondering how I got that much, because as of the last episode where I ended things off, we were kind of broke. But every single time I kill an enemy using the merchant class now, I'm making around 400 Reeve. Hold on, it's a little loud on my end. You guys will probably hear the echo. And I've just been, you know, running through this place, killing tons and tons
Father,
of
I had a
dogs.
horrible dream. You had to give me a bath and I was a tiny kitten and it was not fun.
Oh.
Watch your head. It's not good.
How's that? On your guard.
But yeah, I just ran through this entire area. Making tons of cash.
Alright, how's that? Hanging in there? Not tired, are you?
Let's push through.
Get ready, everyone.
The frisbee of prosperity shines upon you.
Is that what you're calling the abacus? And these moth enemies are very unique. They can actually drop Magla pills for MP recoveries. See? Got one right there.
Let's push through.
Keep it. Looks like we're safe for now.
Come on.
That was brilliant.
Let's push through.
Say one more group to the south.
Alright, how's that?
That was brilliant.
All right, we did it. Found us. Get ready, everyone. Maybe a precautionary heal wouldn't hurt.
And there we go. That's every single enemy in the area. And that netted us around 26k? Somewhere around there?
Are we millionaires yet? I want to buy some tuna.
No, we're not millionaires, but we're pretty loaded right now. I'm gonna leave the area. I just wanted to show you guys the route and why the merchant is still considered, in my opinion, to be arguably the most broken the most broken archetype. Leaving a dungeon. When leaving a dungeon, you can choose to return to town, encamp, or continue your travels. However, if you explored the dungeon, you cannot travel again elsewhere on that day. Returning to town or camping will be your only choices. If you set up camp, you can travel from the dungeon the next day.
Hey,
Let's return to town.
okay then.
Actually, wait. Let's see. There's no way for me to go to the merchant village from here, right?
Let's see.
Yeah, there's no way.
Nice little
I would have, like, there's no
Here's the
path
one
from
now.
here
Here's
to
the
there.
village.
I'd have to go
Which
back
one?
to town and then back here.
Ooh. Hey. Okay then. Right?
But hey, we made over 600,000 Reeve in that area. So I am completely satisfied with how that day went.
All right.
Well, that's the Goborn King taken care of then. Now the people who live around Martira can rest easy. Let woe befall any monster who underestimates his opponents. Are we still on that? But the lesson is learned. Even should something pose no great threat on its own, strength is often found in numbers. We've got to go report in at the recruitment center. Let's go to that soon.
Nonetheless.
About the sand flash. Hardly seems like one is coming. Do you suppose it might turn for the worse on that day? The seers are rarely wrong, in my experience. Let us assume the weather will change as described. Hi. Let's see. You're arting this evening, so you're going to be lurk working? And I hope you have a wonderful time doing that. I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job. But yes, welcome. Can we get a shout out for Crystal Cheesecake? They've been nice.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We got a major bargain.
It's Idols Day, which means the stores have plenty of bargains. If you've had your eye on anything, today's the day. Let's see.
Mister.
Ooh, we can upgrade Maria. But because it's Idols Day, do you guys know what it's time for?
All right then.
I'm curious if people remember what we have to do on every Idols Day.
Go.
We have to use the restroom!
All right. Right.
I feel as though in that small space has sharpened my mind. And my luck is increased by 1 permanently. No, I don't know why that's a feature. Couple of ingredients.
All right. Where to?
Let's quickly turn in. Darn, I keep pushing wrong buttons. Let us turn in.
Let's go.
The quest. Can you use the bathroom every day? You really should. Nope. Can only use it on Idols Day. Once every 5 days.
Take a look.
Is that? Wow! So you defeated the Gorborn King? To take down a whole Gorbornmon. Not to mention its leader. You're a right force to be reckoned with. Here's your reward. Take it. It's yours.
We did it.
And we get 16,000 Reeve. Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday how we needed that much money.
Now then.
And there we go. 2 courage.
Courage.
Courage, 'tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, kindle the flame of thy courage to ignite the hearts of thy people.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed.
Well done.
Hey, I may need you for the next one as well. Any contract I send your way is as good as done in my book. I killed 2 things. Come now, don't be like that. I'm making sure you're well rewarded, aren't I?
What do you think of this?
That reminds me, it's not exactly a bounty, but I heard that that something strong escaped from the Grand Cathedral's mausoleum back in the capital. Some high and mighty noble in the capital is looking for someone who can take it down. Said something about it having made off with a family heirloom. Claims the reward will be a pretty reeve, but the army's too busy to deal with a personal request, I think. Why don't you give it a go if you feel like you know a thing or two? The noble on Sunlumio Street would have more details.
Yeah?
So there's a monster in the mausoleum. We should do something about that. Maybe the noble in the capital would know more.
All right then. Where to?
Alright, let's see. Not that one. Followers.
Mister.
Hey! Oh!
Alright, let's go to the mausoleum really fast.
All right then. Let's head there right away.
Or the person on Sunlumio Street, I should say.
A minute.
We're in trouble, serious trouble, trouble most dire even. Talking to yourself?
What?
You, an elder. I assure you my problems are beyond your filthy tribe's meager means. My, aren't you full of yourself? You talk big, but I bet your problems are perfectly trivial. You dare mock me, impotent fairy? Fine, I'll tell you bottom dwellers about my Man, you are lucky I like doing quests. So clean the slum grime out of your ears and listen.
That's terribly unfair.
My wife died in the incident at the Grand Cathedral. She was attacked by one of those reanimated corpses. So why does everyone hate elders? Isn't that the fun part of the game, is that we don't know and then we have to figure that out? We'll figure that out. That's part of the lore. Unfortunately, that means the heirloom necklace that she was wearing, my heirloom necklace, was left lying about somewhere in there. I need it retrieved at any cost. I'll get it.
Can hardly believe such a thing.
A scrawny, spineless elder like you would stand no chance.
Look on the
within
bright
that
side,
corpse-laden
your wife was
mausoleum.
probably reanimated and then we killed her again.
I mean, that's true. We probably did that. I'm not stupid enough to place any of my faith in you. But if you happen to be acquainted with an actual honorable and courageous warrior, then tell them this. Whoever brings back my black jewel necklace from within the Grand Cathedral's mausoleum, I will bestow a reward of 4,000 reeve. That number doesn't seem like a lot now, does it? The necklace was stolen by some sort of large ghostly monster. From what I've heard, the army plans to simply seal off the entrance to the mausoleum in August. Before that happens, I will need the assistance of a brave warrior.
If so...
Well, why don't we become the brave warriors he's looking for? We could show him up and collect a reward in the process.
Let's give it a shot.
It does increase our courage. So, it's a good idea. As much as I hate him.
Okay then.
The necklace is in the underground mausoleum, right? We passed through there when we went to Grand Trad Cathedral. We didn't fully explore it, so we don't know what else could be in there. We should be prepared for a fight.
All right then.
Alright, let's, yeah, let's upgrade Maria.
Mister. You.
What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be out traveling right now? Or, oh dear, Did your plan to announce your candidacy fail? That's okay. As long as you're safe and sound, that's what's most important, isn't it? That's not it. What do you mean by that? It's probably fine to tell Maria... I'm sorry, not Maria. Fabian and Maria the truth. What? You say you can now return to Grand Trad in an instant? Your Gauntlet Runner is extra special? What does that mean? Well, you don't seem to be in a particularly defeated mood, so I suppose I've got no reason to not believe you. And I assume that means you'll be showing your face around here more often, right? Thank goodness. Maria, well, she's holed herself up in her room. If only we could take her mind off things. First time out, several days of travel. Every time after that, go anywhere instantly. No, we can only go to major locations we have visited prior. We still will have to do a lot of traveling on our own. Oh? You have pictures from your trip to give to Maria?
She'll love it.
That's kind of you. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I'll fetch her from her room. Would you mind keeping an eye on things down here? And I'll tell her about your how your traveling magic works. I gave it to Maria and she really lit up, so thank you.
We did it.
Still, I'm not sure popping in to show her pictures is the wisest idea. She puts on a brave face, but she's not past it all yet. I mean, you're in the middle of your journey, aren't you? If you turn around and leave again, I'm not sure the poor girl's heart could take it. I have level 2 tolerance, so I'm able to help her with her loneliness. Well, you really have kept her in your thoughts, haven't you? Then maybe you're doing her a favor. Go spend some quality time with Maria. I'm sure she'd enjoy hearing about your travels.
Thank you.
Will you come with me then?
And so...
She'd been down for so long. Not that I'd expect her to be a giggling ball of energy after all that's happened, but she seems to feel the need to put on a brave face. Even do you?
About that.
I wouldn't be here fretting over her otherwise. There are many who see Grius as a hero who tried to take down a tyrant, but this city has its fair share of Louis supporters. I worry about what would happen if more people found out Maria is his daughter. So I sat her down and very clearly explained to keep their relationship secret. And she promised, but now she's acting like nothing's wrong.
Maria...
The poor girl can't talk to anyone about her feelings. My heart aches for her.
You...
And that's where you come in. I wanted to ask a favor of you.
Look...
I think the inn suffocates her. Would you mind taking her somewhere to walk? Even if all you do is lend her an ear, she would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Ever the reliable one, aren't you? I have a feeling Maria will open up to you.
You're a big help.
Thank you for doing me this favor. I'll fetch Maria then. It's been such a long time since I went out for a walk. Thank you for coming today, mister.
Hey,
Oh, I remember this place. When we first came to the capital, I fell down around here. I couldn't see anything because it was really dark. And then Papa, he just patted me on the head and said, "You okay?" Hey, mister? You can tell me. Oh, it's just... Never mind. I mean, there's something, a whole lot of somethings, but I'm not sure which one to ask first.
Oi there!
I heard that would-be assassin used to live around here. You mean the madman who tried to kill Luis? Yeah, him! Can you believe some washed-up mercenary thought he'd be able to take down Luis? Maybe he went mad from hunger. The last thing we need is more guardsmen prowling about because of him. Why don't we keep walking?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me stories about your journeys. The ones about places outside of Grand Trad. Maria and I walked around aimlessly as we talked about various things. Now this right here, that's art. Oi, it's the freak!
Excuse me.
Pardon me?
Stop.
Please don't scribble there. That's Miss Fabienne's house. Ugh, gross! Get away from me! I'm okay. That was your own fault. You had it coming.
That's right.
Yeah, I heard your parents didn't even want you, so that's why a parapus had to take you in. Yeah, I heard my mom say there's some weird half-blood kid living in some dodgy inn. I bet she was talking about you. Apologize to her now.
Krill the children.
We're not krilling children here. Shut up, stupid head. I'm out of here. Am I weird?
No.
You're not weird at all. You mean it?
I'm sorry.
That is shrimply unacceptable.
Some dirt got on the picture you gave me. I'm really sorry. I was so happy when you gave it to me. You didn't forget your promise.
Certainly.
I made a promise to you after all. Thank you.
Okay.
I do feel better when I look at your picture. I know that you're traveling all over and doing your best, mister. That's why I have to do my best too. I can sense Maria's vigorous determination and the unshakable trust that she's placed in me.
I wanted to show Papa too.
And we get heal cost down. Or healer cost down. Was it true when he said my parents didn't want me? No! Nobody tells me the truth about anything. They all just saying that I'm still a kid. Do they not want to tell me because I'm a kid? They don't want to say it was my fault Papa died?
No.
It's not true at all. Then why? Why can't I see Papa again? We have to go back to Miss Fabienne's.
By the way.
If it's not too much trouble, can you...
Maria.
We can talk more next time.
Okay.
Okay, it's a promise. So, see you later, right? I parted ways with Maria and returned to the group. People are awful, kids are awful. Okay, we need more... Wow, we need even more courage to raise Brigitte. And we just raised that, right? Yeah, so we need probably level 3 then. We need to raise our imagination, too.
So?
We should make sure to do our shopping while the sale's going on. Oh yeah, we haven't been to a magic shop yet, have we? Those are only open at night.
An elder candidate? What'll I do here?
This is on.
All right then.
Oh wait, is there not a magic shop here? No, it doesn't appear that there's a magic shop. But there is one
Where
at
to?
Grand Trad.
Let's go.
What in the blazes? Tournament?
Why, it's lovely out.
All right then.
Oh, wrong turn.
An elder?
Say there.
Today's Idol's Day, so I'm happy to offer the customary discount, but my goods aren't especially legal. Okay, so we could buy some items. I'm wondering if any of these are really worthwhile, though. I was kind of hope. That's right. We need to get another archetype in order to unlock more things at the magic shop. That's right. It's not too exciting at the moment.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
What were the gods doing? Now what am I to do?
All right then.
Oh.
Say, now that I'm getting a look at you, do you happen to be an elder? Oh my word, are you indeed? Well, I must say, I wonder what's brought you here in these troubled times. Did you perhaps come bearing bread? Silly me. Now why would you? Bread? What are you talking about? Oh dear, you don't know the old tale? The one of the Thief King and the elder's bread. It's a tale as warm as fresh baked bread, dearie. Would you like me to tell you it? Ooh, that sounds like a nice story. Maybe it'll give us the warm fuzzies.
What do you want to do?
Shall we listen to her story?
Oh.
Well, this makes me rather nostalgic.
I like bread, let's listen.
Ahem. Once upon a time.
Long, long ago.
A gift arrived in a faraway village. It was a box, and inside this box were 8 delicious-looking loaves of bread. And by the way, this story does have lore implications to it, so as stories do. 8 people gathered around it, each belonging to a different tribe. Rosant, Roeg, Clemar, Ujif, Mustari, Nydia, Parapis, and Ishkia.
After that,
A Ujif lad jumped up and down in excitement and said, "We can share 'em! That way we all get to have one. But the Rosantman shook his head. Why would a Ujif like you need a whole loaf? I need a larger portion, he said. Then the old Roag woman spoke. You must respect your elders. The Clamar scoffed at this. This bread's clearly been causing a quarrel, so I'll be in charge of it, said the Clamar woman. The other 7, of course, were none too happy about this plan.
After that,
The Ujif boy muttered quietly, we really ought to share it between all of us. But no one had a mind to listen. A Mustari man leaned in close to the boy and told him, you're right, you know, but the wise move here is to just give up. The Mustari man left along with the Ujif boy, and then there remained 6 tribes for 8 loaves. And this is representative because both the Ujif and the Mustari live outside of regular towns, or hide themselves away.
and then
We clearly can't share it equally, the Clemar said. Then the Ishkia finally spoke. Split the remaining 2 loaves into 3s, she offered. That way it can be equally split among the 6 of us. The Nydia woman quickly agreed. Away she walked, saying she would grab a knife and return soon. The Parapus man laughed and said, finally, I get to have bread! But the remaining 3 made sour faces indeed.
oh dear.
Oh, would you look at the time? We have to continue this another time. I promise I'll get to the end next time. I wonder what will happen with these 8 people, all of different tribes. I feel like my imagination has gone up a little.
All right.
No.
Well then.
It's time to get back to the others.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Nonetheless,
So these sand flashes, do you think we can really rely on something as unknowable as the movements of the wind? 'Twould seem so. According to the fortune teller, the signs continue to appear just as expected. Good. No changes to our plans then. Let's prepare as best we can.
All right.
Let's see, we could rank up Hulkenberg, but I don't think I will. Oh, but should I? No. We should hit the road.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go. Everyone's here.
Now then.
Alright, if we head to Comero, we can return before dark.
That's where you want to go.
And we got 2 things to do here.
It's your call.
We should get there by midday. Can we make it back by tonight? But of course, so long as you don't dilly-dally, that is.
Cutting it close.
We're really cutting it close on time, are you sure?
Let's be off.
Then it's settled. It would behove us all to prepare ourselves even whilst on the road.
The gauntlet runner heads off toward a small farming village, and each shuddering step reminds them of their journey's purpose.
What to pick?
I'm sure he would listen. Okay, looks like we can hang out with Stroll on the ship.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, what are you up to? Ironic how fidgety one gets when told to wait, isn't it?
Oh, right.
Ugh, beg your pardon, I was just thinking about something. Are you free at the moment? I could use your advice about something.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to burden you with all my personal problems. Sorry. I know I need to be better about keeping my emotions in check.
Right.
But remember what we heard about my inheritance? That there may be a clue to its whereabouts in my hometown of Halia? Let's save your people.
No.
Yes, Rangif and the others. And yet, you would rather I use it to rebuild my house. To be a lord of a prosperous house. That's the natural ambition of all who are born into nobility. Forging aristocratic alliances, courting favor from royals and nobles, marrying some wealthy lord's daughter, and then there's the matter of heirs. If I had a daughter, her hand would be promised to another family at birth. A son would follow suit in my courtly endeavors. All of that couldn't feel more foreign to me in this life. What will you do? Strangely enough, I'm in no position to answer that.
Yeah.
All I know is that my parents sheltered me while they dutifully fulfilled their roles. It's my turn to take up the mantle.
Damn.
I never imagined it would come to this. Makes me regret how I treated my parents. The last image they had of me was that of an ignorant child, spoiled all his life by a cadre of servants. The house, its name, both are the cornerstones of Halia, but that means nothing to the people suffering, cast out by the fire. If I put the house first in spite of all of that, I'm no different than Lord Hydron. What is my course? My lack of clear answers clouds my thoughts of late.
Got it.
But there's a ray of light. Between those clouds, thanks to you, I need to seek out that inheritance. I know that much.
Well,
We should look into it.
You.
You would join me. Does your generosity know no bounds? I'll let you go alone.
Hey,
What am I? A boy in your charge now? Please.
you're a kind one.
I honestly didn't expect such kindness, though. But since you're coming along, shall we agree to head there next time we meet then? I can sense Stroll's deep trust in me. Rank 4!
I'm relieved in knowing.
And now we
I'm
can
not
have
alone.
2 skills on the warrior! I really should be the one helping you, yet it's quite the opposite, time and time again.
Thanks.
Thanks for that.
The party at last arrives in the village of Comero, a small farming settlement southeast of Martira. Blessed by the mild climate, its ranches produce fine fare, and to take in its idyllic landscapes is to be at peace, as time itself seems to stop. It gained a reputation for its rare and wondrous goods, brought there by merchants in their longing to return. As though welcomed by the grazing animals, the Gauntlet Runner stops gently.
Oh, this place looks sweet.
Say,
This is the place? 'Tis more barren than I imagined. The kind of village one would only visit in the most dire circumstances, I'm sure. Oh, come now. The air is clean and there's no sign they've been attacked by humans. Really, what more can you ask for? In fact, gazing out at all this green, I can find such peace. I can hardly think of raising my sword again.
Pie.
Stroll, please.
Come on.
Hey, guess what? I found the village shop.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you want to ask about the old inventor? You know, the old man with the relic that Nereus was looking for? Why didn't Nereus leave the runner then? Shouldn't this be a happy reunion? Who knows? Though I thought I'd heard him mutter, "Old goat's probably dead," or something like that.
Hey,
Excuse me, is there an old inventor living in this village? An inventor? Hold on. You don't mean that Ishkia Kaja with the bad leg? Well, I'll be damned. Never thought anyone would actually show up. I'm sorry to say, he passed away not too long ago. Quite suddenly. But you knew him, did you? If so, here, this is for you. Okay, you just give this to me.
Oh.
What is this, an igniter? I've never seen such a shape. Couldn't tell ya. Haven't the foggiest what happens in the inventor's head. He just told me to give this to anyone who came asking about him. Heard he used to be famous in the royal capital, but he developed a fondness for this place and our sky burial ritual. Oh, let me give you this too. And the journal.
That's...
What in blazes is this? I can't make out a single word. Where's a language like this come from? No clue. Maybe Nearest knows?
This?
Either way, we'll tell him what we learned. After I handed him what I got at the village, Nearest fell into a silent inspection.
He's been like that for a while now. Wonder if he's all right.
I knew it! This thing's the genuine article. A real bona fide lost relic in my hands. Some sort of power affecting the air around it. Trace amounts only. Something... a reaction. A reaction entirely unlike Magla, by God. Absolutely smashing! Beyond my wildest hopes. No bloody idea how to use the thing, but if I can just adapt this conduit here... Can't forget a masterpiece like this! I say, lad, did you find this for my sake?
We wanted to help.
We wanted to help you out, Nurse.
Why, I'm barely well touched. It positively jokes a man up. You may be just a lad, but you've the heart of a saint. And that old fella... Seems silly to ask, but he's long gone, isn't he?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Thought so. You can fight the years, but you can't beat them. He made good on his promise, though, eh? It's in my hands now, old man. What's that?
Something from the village. It's written with some letters we can't understand.
Ah, a cipher. Mirror letters, see here? It's a script I use myself when I don't want any snoop stealing my inventions. Now I think of it, he's the one who taught me even that trick. Thanks, old man. I owe you a great deal. Thank you.
So what is it? Blueprints for a big secret invention?
No. This is research on the lost relics. Looks like the old fellow was hunting for others. Different cipher here. He tried to guess at locations, too. Looks like his chase ended when he lacked the means to follow his findings. Say, I've a grander favor to ask. Could you check around for more of these lost relics? Looks like the old man worked out a few other locations. There's 7 more relics noted down in this journal.
7 more? That's how many more rank ups we'll need after the first one. That's convenient.
I've got to see them all with my own eyes. A quick stopover or 2 in our travel should be all it takes, so please?
Right. Leave it to me.
Appreciated. We're in this journey together, what?
I can feel Nearest's passion for relics as well as his faith in me.
The free-hearted engineer, Nearest. Within him dwells the virtue of the gunner. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I'm ready to kick my feet up, lad.
And we've done it! We got a new archetype, the Gunner! And I bet you guys are curious now what that means. No, you know. Oh, whoops. Why is it not showing up? Oh wait, there it is. Yeah. Let me try that again. Now it will slide into frame properly. Yay. Okay. So we just got the ability to use the Gunner class. And you might be wondering where it's located on this tier list. Anyone got an idea? I'm curious what your guys' expectations are before I, you know, drop it. And it goes F tier. It's our first F tier class. Don't use it. You can. You can use it if you want. Like, here's the thing. We're all going to have opinions, and I need to make it clear that if you play Metaphor ReFantazio, any class can be usable. Okay? If you make a team made out of all of the classes I deem bad, you can probably beat the game. But the Gunner and its line, it's a rather unique reason why it's going in the bottom tier. It's mostly because it doesn't mesh with itself. One of its classes is adequate physical damage. One of its classes is status ailments. And one of its classes is average magic user. It's not, yeah, let's see, it's not endgame, but for those heavy hits from the back row, yes, there are a couple of fights in this game where it is useful. And you might go, oh, in that one fight, it's good. Okay. What about the rest of them? Like, yes, I will be showing off the Gunner a couple of times, but it's not amazing. It's just there. It does have some neat tricks. And again, you can use anything I put into the bottom tier. Do not consider it to be so bad it will be forever unusable. But, in my personal opinion, they do so many things wrong with it, it's not worth playing. So, sorry for all those people who wanted me to use a gun. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the Gunner from near us.
You said it'd only take a few stopovers. But do you even know where they are?
Well, they're scattered all about, my girl. If we could crack the cipher, that'd narrow down our search range a tad. I'll leave this journal here. If I can crack any of the codes, I'll make a special note of it. So you just take a look when you feel like a spot of treasure hunting.
This one's important.
Hey, I I was thinking this back at the village, but I think I might be able to detect this relic with my powers. I'll know if I'm close to it. When you want to hunt for relics, can you let me know?
Seems like Gallica can sense where relics are. I should search the area if she brings it up. And yeah, Gallica will now tell us when we enter a dungeon that contains one of these relics.
Thanks, you two. I'm rather looking forward to digging deeper into this.
Let's see, I left nearest to be immersed in his work and returned to the village with Gallica. As ever, 'tis a calm, peaceful place, this village. That's its charm, isn't it?
Okay then.
Let's stop by the shop since we're already here.
That reminds me.
By the way, weren't you asked to buy a practical pigeon parcel? I wonder if they sell that here. Let's see. Key item? Yeah, for 500 Reeve. No problem. We can buy 5 Magla pills here if we want them. I mean, why not? Let's see. We can buy some paralysis cures. Fleeting Fountain of Youth. This is going to be our first bath bomb. These allow you to take a bath and permanently increase your stats while doing it. I'll buy one. And let's buy some of this cooking ingredients. Let's see, prevents rage, paralysis, strength, agility. Yeah, some of these are neat. I think I'll buy the strength one because I don't have one yet.
Ooh.
Oh, and we got stuff to sell. I killed so many goblins, I have 99 old coins.
Now then.
I love that I came into this place to buy stuff, and I'm leaving with more money than I started in.
First they make us wait a week to use the toilet, now they charge us to be able to take a bath. No wonder nobody likes the main character, they must be stinky.
You know, I knew you guys were going to bring that up. Let's see, let's go back to base. We can turn in our quest. Let's see, even on days that you return from a trip, you still have free time for activities at night, as long as you haven't gone into a dungeon. So let's turn in this quest, and then we'll...
What do you want to do?
People missing.
Finish up that story we were listening to earlier.
Hello,
Is that the practical pigeon parcel? Oh, you really got it for me. These are for you.
Stupendous.
Thank goodness. I'll put these into an incubator right away. A magic igniter will have them ready to hatch in a snap. Our requisitioned pigeons are being used to relay news about the tournament. I can't tell you how much of a pain in the arse it's been for our city. If we've got to have a new king, I hope there'll at least be somebody who will put a stop to those pushy nobles ruining our lives over their whims.
You know, you saved my
Well,
ass.
for the time being, these eggs should take care of our needs and then some. I really must thank you.
Mission accomplished. Amazing.
Wow, you sure you're okay with giving us that much? Gallica, he gave us 1,000 Reeve. We don't. We have so much money.
Ah, brilliant.
I insist. These pigeons are the lifeblood of the city. Everyone was very generous in pitching in.
Bye then.
If anything comes up again, you'll be the first person I look for.
Why, you?
Hey, we're happy to help, but we're not exactly an odd jobs agency. Unless the pay's good.
I'm out of ideas. Now what am I to do?
Oh, look who
Oh,
it is.
we meet again. I wonder if you remember the story about the bread. I'm just so tired of hearing about the kidnappings. Makes me want to talk about literally anything else. If you have the time, I'll tell you the rest of the story. Near the end, huh? If you listen, your imagination should increase. Let's do it. How wonderful. Let's see now. The Nydia went to get a knife.
After that,
Now that the 6 tribes would be able to share their 8 loaves of bread equally, their dilemma seemed nearly at its end. But then the Clemar woman pointed at the Parapus man and said, "So we get the same amount as the Parapus?" "That's not the way of the world," the woman said. The Rosante man agreed. The Parapus was incensed to be so attacked. "Well, I don't want your stupid bread anyhow," he shouted, and took his leave. Watching him walk away, the remaining 4 smiled triumphantly. 8 loaves of bread for the 4 tribes. Without waiting for the Nydia who had gone to fetch the knife, the remaining 4 each took 2 loaves and left.
indeed.
Aye, you heard it right. Those who were spurned by injustice, as well as those who trusted, were empty-handed in the end. But then, that night, under the Ujiv's lad's pillow, he found a bounty of sweetbread filled with cream, and under the Mustari man's savory loaves wafting a rich aroma. Under the Nydia's crispy loaves baked with fruit, and under the Parapus man's large loaves of moist fluffy bread. All these appeared in great quantity. The 4 never worried for food again. But the other 4, who took the bread home for themselves, it said no matter what they ate, nothing tasted good. Legend has it that the Thief King that left those loaves of bread... It was the Thief King that left the loaves of bread. Never revealing his true identity, he brought to light injustice and inequality, only to disappear thereafter. A king among the shadows. It's quite something, don't you think? Different variations of the story do exist, and in some, it's an elder who brings the 8 loaves.
What do you think?
So, a fun little parable, isn't it? What the Thief King did is pretty great, but the reason this survived as a fairy tale is because inequality never really went away. I imagined a world where people who did no wrong saw justice served, and just like the 4 who received the bountiful bread. I feel like my imagination has gone up a little.
All right.
Yeah, imagination takes a lot to raise. If you're curious, imagination is very similar to raising academics in Persona, where it's the one that will obviously take the most work.
Well then.
It's time I get back to the others. Also, thank you for feeding Muffinberry.
Time marches on, and the
I know you were feeding him during that whole story.
Is it finally time?
Today's the day we depart.
So?
Everyone's already headed for the Gauntlet Runner. You ready?
All right then.
Let's go!
Aha! I've been waiting. Let's go sniff out that...
Bread
shall
kept
we?
getting mentioned, and I got loops out of it. I see this as a win-win.
You see, you getting loops out of it is a win-win no matter what.
This place, you would pursue peril.
Considering the distance, we'll need to camp along the way. Are you sure you're prepared? Let's go.
Tally-ho then.
Alright, we're off then. I'll take her up. Oh, nope. Accidentally left the auto on. No, we're going!
Trusting the advice of Morris, Barden's right-hand man, the party takes the Gauntlet Runner towards the giant sandworm's nest. They could not know what they will encounter here.
It seems we're about to hit a
Nor might be only
bright
the
pink
beginning
Gauntlet
of
Runner,
their
though.
trials.
I wonder whose that is.
What to pick?
Ramming speed.
This is...
Alright, we still have books to read, though. This one should raise my, imagination.
What's that?
He stared up at the heavens. There, a sparkle in the azure firmament caught his eye. The moon? At midday? No. Despite its cold, stony glow, this was no moon nor star, but a space station. No, wait. There were those who said it was the corpse of an ancient, indomitable dragon. Others said it was a pavilion in the sky, erected by Empyrean beings.
Oh, yeah?
So he sees a strange light shining in the sky. The way it's written, I feel like this light is meant to be the key to the new world or something. What do you think the light is? The remains of a dragon? Or a pavilion built by Empyrean beings? Dragon.
Right.
But it would have been an enormous dragon to be visible from the ground, right? I feel like any world with a dragon that big wouldn't last very long. True. It didn't satisfy Gallica, but I still feel considering the possibilities has improved my imagination.
Now then.
Yeah, we hit 2.
Imagination.
Imagination. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with the creativity to bring the ideal world of thy thoughts to fruition.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. I know this new world is just fictional, but I'd want to visit it if it were a real place. There's still more left to read in this book. I'll pick it up from here next time.
Come look at this.
Ahoy! You aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside! I'm hitting the brakes!
The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at the midnight sun sands. The grandeur of it stirs something in each of them. Could a creature this large have truly existed? Or is it an oddity shaped by the sands? Another truth lost to time.
Oh.
Is that a giant sandworm husk? It can't be. It does resemble a giant sandworm, but I've never heard of one growing to this size.
Indeed.
A beast that large could be carved into a great many servings. Also, why is she chewing? Girl, why are you chewing? Are you... Why? You're considering how to eat it? Oh, sorry. You're considering how to eat it, aren't you?
Look.
Nom.
Come now, your attention is focused on entirely the wrong thing. Cast your gaze downward at its feet and the sand beneath.
What
It's
happened?
white sand. Really, use your eyes. Use those eyes of yours, boy. See how each grain is clear as air? That means it's glass. The glass you've seen in the shop fronts of Grand Trad or within the Grand Cathedral is made with magic through a laborious and rather expensive process.
What?
So you're saying this glass here was made naturally somehow?
No.
Not quite. For how could that be? For that to happen, this whole area would have had to be hit with a particularly eyebrow-scorching burst of intense heat. Yeah, so there is a theory that that might be alien-like. Like an alien spacecraft or something. How intriguing! Perhaps an event of great importance once occurred here. The details of which we are not privy to. At this point, we can only venture assumptions and guesses. But I dare say this is a spot warranting further research.
Right then.
I'll just do some quick jotting in my notes.
Still, though.
The sand here is rather pretty. There's a dreamlike sparkle to it.
Yeah.
Truly, stumbling upon sights like this is the real pleasure of traveling. Certainly took my mind off our forthcoming bounty hunt. Wisdom up!
All right. Hail!
Are you content with your findings? If so, I suggest we make our return.
Let's go.
Perfect. I finished my drawing. Take it, lad. I trust that you will deliver it into appreciative hands. Alright then. Last one back to the runner gets saddled with kitchen patrol. How childish. If it is a contest you seek, then consider the challenge accepted. On your marks, 3, 2, 1.
Huh?
They're running. Hey, hold on a minute. I don't want kitchen patrol.
Well, I say.
Oh, now this will not do at all. Gauntlet runner incoming. She's a stylish one, though, I must say.
Hey!
Ahoy, crew! I hereby challenge you.
Hey,
Hey, that voice sounds familiar.
Hurry it up!
Hurry on out now, before I use my cannon to punch a hole in this heap. Bring it on.
All right.
what?
What in the... They're already climbing onto the deck from the opposite end? Come on, we gotta go. You ready?
So it was your run. I thought I'd seen that craft before.
Nice to see you again, Katharina.
Why are you in a gauntlet runner?
Because I'm in the running for the throne, of course. Isn't that why you're out here? I'm sorry, but the throne will be mine. I can't afford to lose. Not when true change is at stake. Here and now, nobody gets off easy. Not even you. Now let's do this, fair and square. Have it!
I don't think she's thought this through. But I guess we'd better put our dukes up. I know we've got some...
Yeah, she's a competitor.
Or to let her beat us.
The blade's edge!
I can't afford to hold. Swordmaster!
And I got this move. I mean, there's no reason not to use my strongest attack, so let's see our first heavy attack.
Hack and slash!
Nothing!
By the
Oh, snap, girl.
For all that we strive for! Pierce through them! He yet clings.
Is that all? I can't lose. The Parapus are counting on me. Come on, then!
Only a flesh wound.
This is a joke!
Yeah, okay, that's really gonna help you.
Still up?
No holding back!
You having a laugh? Even in in a hand-to-hand fight. I can't win. I can't take this. This frustration.
You just remembered which was Hulkenberg's second archetype? The one that required Knight 20 and 10 Mage? Oh. This might seem very generic, but 10 Mage and 20 Knight made Magic Knight.
Good. 'Tis done. Damn it all! I've lost!
Unbelievable! Well, it turns out you're a real force to be reckoned with, Q.
Right.
You're quite the force yourself. Of course I am! You even realize how— oh, whoops. Auto, my bad. But I'll say something about that power of yours. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know whether to be shocked or awed. And yet, here we both stand, together again. To tell it true, I was surprised when I saw you at the opening ceremony. I never knew you had kingly ambitions. I didn't know you did either. Oh, I certainly do. I have a dream, you see.
If you want mine.
My aim is simple. I want to help the Parapus. We're a poor lot, generally speaking. Not a lot of options for work, if there's any to be had at all. A good lot of us wonder if we'll even be able to afford our next meal. Not something we've got in common with the other tribes. I watch my tribe struggle in an endless cycle of misery, and we can't even break out on our own.
What we have here is...
But now that anyone can wear the next crown, I'll put my life on the line to make it my head that does. And once I do, I'm gonna put a bounty on every rich and greedy bastard this country's ever known. I really like her sometimes. Plan's not half bad, no? We knock them off their mounds of money and use that to raise up the poor.
Oh, certainly.
Everyone would be working together to bring in those bounties, and the ones that do get riches and glory besides. Kind. How will you judge this?
But, come on.
Huh. Well, that is for the king to decide, isn't it? I never asked about the specific details of this bounty's plan, so I don't know exactly.
The truth is...
There's this Clemar who's been sort of the brains of the operation. Real brainy type, but he's nice enough. He's the one who suggested I take the throne, said it would benefit my tribe, so I should take a crack at it. He's the one who pushed for me to enter the race. He doesn't want people making fools of the Parapus, and he'd shed a real tear for us. I suppose not every Clemar's run to the core.
I suppose.
Tell me, what are your plans if you win the crown? I'll tell you if you win. Ah, is that how it is? Now I really want to know. I'm gonna make you talk, so you better be ready for next time, Kay? And I'm not yielding either. The future of the Parapus is at stake. I started with nothing but the clothes on my back. Not many of them, to be honest. And I'm only where I am today by the strength I've earned and the blood on my fists. Now I'm ready to take on the world! I can sense Katharina's spirit of rivalry and her faint faith in me. It is a crime she is not a party member.
Never felt so alive. See you soon, I hope.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
And then...
Don't you take a beating before then, 'cause I plan to be the one who delivers on that promise myself.
The Gauntlet Runner takes repose at an encampment. as the sun sets.
She's not dang, and here you were sure she was getting set up as one. No.
Creeps through the sands outside in the night.
I wish.
As they take their well-deserved rest.
Getting real chilly.
Excuse me, just gotta get my edible bug. Dream Eater moth. Why does it count as meat anyway? We got more book to read.
What's that?
He continued to traipse through the raging sandstorm. At last, he came upon a cave, the entrance gaping like the maws of a beast. The walls of the cave were translucent, revealing the inside to be a gigantic, intricately winding labyrinth, fantastical and akin to a mirage. Q, why do all the games you play involve eating bugs? Is there something you want to tell us? What's the last game I played that I ate bugs? We didn't do it in Persona. I'm not doing it in Kingdom Hearts. Oh, the Yakuza Pirate game. I haven't streamed that one yet. Yeah, that was weird. You turned bugs into beer. That's a project for another day.
Oh, yeah?
A giant cave with glass walls in the desert? That sounds otherworldly, but also strangely familiar. Well, whatever. What's it sound like to you?
Sure.
That would be a beautiful sight.
Right?
Yeah, I bet it'd be dazzling in the daylight. Probably at night too, sparkling in the moonlight.
Alright.
Alright, good answer, so we got 4 points. I know this new world is just fictional, but I'd want to visit it if it were a real place. With that, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened.
Alright.
So we get more in imagination.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer. The gauntlet runner quietly comes to a stop before the giant sandworm's nest. It is the day that the sleep-inducing sand flash dances in the sky. Their target is Haisme Noctur, a villain still unseen, who has caused the woes of Martira. Will they successfully claim his bounty to great fortune?
This weather should have all the sandworms conked out.
Speaking of which, what exactly do they look like? I only got a glimpse of the lava. And cooked at that.
As tube-like as any worm. They grow quite steadily in their lifetime. It's the tremendously large ones that end up deadly threats.
Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. What kind of man would want to live in a den of those things? Did you hear that? Just now.
Beasts. And not just one. Should they not be asleep?
Hey, what's...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the?
That is not a sandworm. I mean, it kind of is, but it's also not.
So that's it, eh? But what's going on? Did we get bad information?
That's no sandworm. A horror like that could only be...
A human? We're not getting away without a fight!
Damn it! We can't die here!
Hey, this isn't what we heard about! What's
I
going
won't
on?
hold back! I'll cut through!
I call upon royal power within!
Come! Pierce through them! Is that all?
flesh wound. I shall vanquish evil. Tougher than I thought.
Yay, we defeated it.
I think we managed to drive it back.
Oh no.
Nom.
What?
Ugh, what is this place? That human came right for us, and then
Don't tell me.
it swallowed us whole. Wait, does this mean we're inside its body? Eaten by a giant sandworm. Though Gallica is right, this is no worm, 'tis a human. I would have fought 1,000 humans before I ever imagined I would end up in one's stomach. Been a long time since I've had visitors. Well, make yourselves at home.
Huh?
We have company. How long have you been down here, old man? Is there a way out? Oh, places to be. Try giving that lump there a big old wallop. If you hit it, the valve will keep the gut shut. We'll open right quick, then go straight on, and you can get out, well, through the back. But mind the guts. The digestive juices in there will make short work of you. Melt you right down.
Oh.
That would be regrettable. In other words, we have to find a way through before we get digested. If we're working on a time limit, we can't afford to make any mistakes. Let's take a quick rest before we start this guts clock.
Truth be told,
This old beast has eaten lots of treasure in its time. If you spot any in the belly, grab it on your way out. Not every day you get swallowed by a sandworm. There's riches in here, but once you leave, there's no coming back. Can't tell you how many folks like you just got digested because they couldn't leave well enough alone, though. Don't get greedy. By the looks of it, you've been here for many years. If you wish to escape, come with us. A kind offer, but I'm afraid I'll decline. I'm a big bug lover, you see, and I still have so much research to do on this giant sandworm. You're a freak.
Okay, so... Yep.
What now?
Alright, let's heal up.
What now?
Where's our Bug Stomach Guy spin-off game? Adventures of the Old Man. I don't know. Before we continue, though... Let's see. Skill inheritance. Oh, wrong one. Swordmaster. Yeah, diagonal slash.
Let's go.
What?
It closed? Damn, it looks like we won't be able to go back. There are more important things to worry about right now. Take a look. The path to the right has a suspicious-looking swamp, where the path to the left is filled with monsters.
What is this?
Are all humans like this on the inside? Kinda looks like we've got no choice but to take one of these.
Let's hurry.
In any case, let's go through here. Q, you lead the way. What's that rumbling just now? You don't think it's trying to dissolve us, do you?
Hurry.
We've no time to dawdle. Hurry onward! Yeah, we have 15 minutes to get through the entire thing.
Alright, here we go.
But there are some really good goodies in this place. I don't know them all, so I'm not going to pretend I do.
Let's stash that somewhere safe. Huh.
That should come in handy. Pocket it. Great find. Keep it. Hey, you found something.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
If it's
I didn't
useful,
realize.
say grab it.
You just roll.
Great find. Keep it.
This is our chance.
Forward. Now get in there and finish him off.
By this power, I'll cut through.
Nice hit. That was
Are you
perfect.
prepared? I'll cut you down.
That's the last of them. The way's clear.
Is that the end then? We've cleared the way.
Sounds good to me.
Heal.
Let's push through.
Great job. Right here.
Oh no, there. Okay. I am getting greedy. I want to see how much stuff I can grab.
All right, how's that?
Let's see, if I go south and around.
Come on.
That might be of use later.
Hey, good one.
All right, how's that?
I think we're in the clear.
This is one of the reasons we overleveled, guys.
Impressive as ever.
I knew you could do it.
Come on.
If you see use for it, I say take it with you.
Let's see, was this worth it?
Whoa.
Ooh, 1000 XP. I'll take that.
Look. Yeah. All right.
Onward.
So apparently,
Looks like we're still inside the belly. I can't believe this is a question I must ask, but where's the, butthole?
No problem.
It's a worm, so I guess we'll just have to keep going. The path splits up ahead. We need to just push forward.
But
Alas, it seems it won't be so simple. Look to the left. 'Tis a crystal. Isn't that a melancholia crystal? What's one doing in here?
hurry.
This is no time to be standing still. We need to get out of here. Lead on.
All right, how's that? Come on.
This is bad. They're onto us.
fine.
There's a monster guarding the crystal, but it seems to be the shortest way out. Then we'll just have to get this over with.
On guard.
Understood. Let us fight. Guards up! Oh, that's rude. That's so rude.
By this power,
Down. Nice hit. That
a
was
shall vanquish evil.
Okay, it didn't matter, but if you guys didn't notice what it did, it used evasion up on itself, accuracy down on us. So we got lucky with our hits.
Got it.
Right. That'll make a fine shortcut.
My thanks.
We may as well shatter this crystal while we've the opportunity. 'Tis your decision. Wasn't much of a decision, to be honest. Let's keep going. We're almost at the exit.
Let us hurry.
All right.
Well, well.
A poison crossbow for the gunner class.
Good.
Right. All right. How's that? Hurry.
Let's do it.
Come on.
We strike first.
This is our chance. Come forth, Royal Soul.
Nice hit. That was
Sword
perfect.
Master.
Hack and slash.
That's the last of them. The way's clear.
Don't lose focus.
I got corrosive acid, which is surprisingly really good.
This is bad. They're onto us.
Impressive as ever.
Amazing. Great moves back there.
You found something. Let's take it with us.
Oh, I think they see us. You hanging in there? Not tired, are you?
Oh, that's the game you want to play, huh?
We found
Not
something.
bad.
Let's see. There are a couple treasures.
That's fine. Looks like it could be useful.
If it's useful, I say grab it.
Alright, that's everything then.
Push through.
I imagine that would be of use.
All right.
Very impressive.
Look,
The exit's up ahead, but we'll need to defeat this guy first, it seems.
ready?
You're ready to fight, yeah? He doesn't look like a pushover, but he's in the way.
Finish
Let's do it.
quick.
I won't hold back.
I hope we don't get digested. That would be very
Shall vanquish
cringe.
evil. Hack and slash.
With blade in hand, pierce through them.
By this power. I'll cut through.
No holding back.
Heavy attack, go.
The end's in sight.
Oh, they're immune to it. They're immune to slashing.
Stroll's been burned.
Magic knife.
You better watch out for any enemy targeting.
I'll let you resist.
Okay, they're immune to that too.
Stay sharp.
Nothing's immune to money though.
Nice.
Oh, please!
Captain, you've been burned. You'll take more damage
All
this way,
yours.
so be
Observe the
careful.
magic knight! I defer to
Paul's been
you.
burned. You better watch out for any enemies targeting him.
Not bad, if I say so myself.
Yeah!
There's nothing stopping us now. Let's go.
All right!
We're here. It's the exit. Good. We got here in time. Now we can finally escape the belly of the beast. I know we've come all this way, but are we really doing this? Do you have an alternative? If not, there's no sense grumbling. Gather around, children. This is the legend of Lord Stroll, who crawled out the arse of a worm. Hey, do you feel that? Do you smell that? Nature calls, I suppose.
Huh?
What? You're taking the piss.
Hurry!
The other one, actually. But we have to move. We won't have children if we all die in a poopocalypse.
Damn it.
Oh, damn the indignity. I don't care anymore as long as we get out.
On guard!
Right, time to go. And we will never speak of this again.
Well,
We dealt with some grave internal damage. It sure remained quiet for a while.
Even so.
This doesn't smell right. Indeed. Yet at least that scent may misdirect our foes.
No.
No, I didn't mean... Well, yes. That's a bit of a cinch too, but... Looks to me this Morris's tip was likely no good to begin with. You suppose this was a trap?
wait.
But why trap us when we've come so far to help them? They'd not have posted their bill out in our capital if they weren't desperate for aid. Well, this must be the den. Assuming the information about Heismay even being here wasn't false to begin with.
Even so.
We've not come all this way just to turn back now. Let us at least investigate the situation inside. Can we have a bath? Beware bad weather. Every region has unique inclement weather to manage. There are sand flashes in Martira, for example. During inclement weather, magma becomes denser, causing monsters to become enraged. This magma density impacts dungeons as well. Be sure to pay mind to the weather.
It's all well.
Sure.
You lot just came out of that giant sandworm, didn't you? How? Did you twist up its guts by going wild as a box of vesps and it puked you out?
Sure. But
Well, it was a little crappier than that. And anyway, what brings you to a remote place like this? I'd swear the writers enjoyed this part too much. Can't you tell? I'm a humble peddler. I was traveling for business to a nearby town, then the sandworms attacked. I'm the only survivor. And now there's this weather to enjoy. When it's like this, monsters go berserk. Not too many out in these wastes, though, so I'm just here, quaking in my boots. But I'm saved thanks to you. I owe y'all my life. I'll sell you anything you want, whatever catches your eye. Well, you are selling charm cures. Also, I could use a few more poison cures. Ooh, and we can buy expensive medicine. I think I'll buy a few of those.
Now then.
Look forward to doing business with you again.
Buy the entire stock.
Look forward.
I do have the money for it, but there are going to be some things later that are ludicrously expensive. Some gear in this game can cost upwards of $1 million.
What now? Now, where was I?
So, you've acquired a new archetype.
It would indeed appear as though you've acquired a new archetype. I wholeheartedly encourage you to examine its abilities here. I'll pet the cat. Let's just pretend I showered somewhere.
Ah, how good of you to come.
Anyway, now we can talk to...
What would you care to know?
Oh, here, Seeker's Research. My assignment was for you to learn the gunner, but it seems you're still working on that.
Counting on you.
Oh, wait. I actually have to study the gunner. My bad.
I see. Fascinating.
The gunner. This is the archetype you sense from Nereus's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the trailblazer who uses technology and innovation to forge a path forward in the name of the people it would serve and hearten.
All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
And we get the gunner! If thou art prepared to strive for victory, even from a distance, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of a gunner.
Really?
So this is the power of the gunner's soul. I shall pierce through enemies at range. I will not avert my eyes, not from the fight and not from reality.
Oh?
Well, well, I see the number of archetypes you've studied has grown. I am very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely thanks to you. It's not much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. And we get fruit!
New skills, new possibilities.
Okay, let's talk about the gunner's skills, though. Comeback victory. Recovers HP each time an enemy is stunned or defeated in overworld combat. You know, I don't hate that. I'm just kind of surprised, like, it's so similar to support recovery, where HP recovers HP each time a support attack lands in overworld combat. I know they're not the same, but it's just like, why do we have 2 HP heal ones? It's bizarre. Alright, first off, Sleep Shot. Only usable from the back row. Deals weak physical pierce damage to one enemy, may inflict sleep. So this is the status ailment one I was talking about earlier. That's, again, it's not awful, but we have discussed how in games made by, like RPGs made by Atlas, status ailments are either how you win the battle, stupidly broken, or it don't work, period. It's fine. It has a decently, like, for a weak move, it has a higher MP cost, but it's not that bad. Next, Poison Shot. Only usable from the back row. Deals medium physical pierce damage to one enemy, may inflict poison. Poison in this game is bad. It's not good. Sleep is better. Poison is just not good. That's it. That's really all I gotta say. It deals pathetically weak damage. Sukukaja. Increase one ally's hit and evasion for 3 turns. This skill's not good. Don't use this one. Now, if it was Masukukaja, we'd talk. But honestly, it's like, do you want to know why this isn't that good? It says increases one ally's hit and evasion for 3 turns. You're not going to be casting that on everyone. However, something you can justify is using the shield art skill. Deals weak physical strike damage to one enemy and decreases their hit and evasion for 3 turns. This means that, like, this is better. This is just the better thing to do for your turn instead of like raising the accuracy of one character. Next, we have aim support. Increases hit rate by 10%. Boost increases further if archetypes of the same lineage are present. Oh boy! Accuracy boosters! Woo! Exciting! I'm sorry, if you feel like you need this skill, you're probably doing something wrong. Like, that's all I can really say. Like, even low accuracy attacks boosted by 40% are still going to be incredibly low accuracy. The one Blade Master skill that's strong but inaccurate? No, you're right. That would be why you would use this. But even then, you're turning what I believe is a 50% accuracy into like a 70% accuracy if your entire team is buffed. Because I think with everyone it is like either 40% hit rate boost or 50%. Some of them get a little bit better. But even then, you just turned it into 70 to 75% accuracy, which is still so inaccurate that you're just gonna have bad times. It's not worth it. It's not. And lastly, Hex Shot. Only usable from the back row, deals heavy physical pierce damage to one enemy, may inflict Hex. This one is actually this one's actually good. This one's good because it's a heavy attack, may inflict a status ailment. I have no complaints about this. But I'd never like want to take it off of the I'd never want to take it off of the gunner in exchange for things like the Swordmaster and Raging Edge deals physical slash damage to all enemies. Why would I just want single target with a status ailment? Which, again, Hex is a good one. Hex is a good status ailment. This is a good skill. But I don't see the reason I'd ever grab it.
True to form.
I take it you finished studying the gunner for me. I could stand to learn from such an insatiable spirit of inquiry.
Incredible.
Oh, right. Here's our imagination increase. Well, he's pretty good, isn't he?
Yes.
So he is. Thanks to him, my thoughts are finally in order. While researching, I looked into where this place might truly be. But I suspect we must also consider why it was that the king imprisoned me here in the first place. Most likely, it was because my archetype research was nearing a truth that the king would prefer remained buried. An intriguing theory.
What's that about it?
All right.
Archetypes were forbidden by Sanctism to begin with. It is a mighty power after all. I'm sure they saw it as a threat, and rightly so, especially if wielded freely by the people. Even now, research on it is forbidden. Presumably, the king reasoned that if he locked me up here, I could contribute no more. And so, I continued my research day after day, with no results to show for it, stuck in this place, continuing on in circles, just as he designed. I speak of it nonchalantly now, but in truth, those days were some of the hardest I've known. How can a man endure such a failure and solitude remain sane? Oh, there's an idea. We have the power to awaken archetypes in any random schmuck we come across. Yeah. That would be fun if we just started giving people that power. Also be a little bit horrifying.
But...
However, through my fantasy novel, I found a connection to you. You, who shares my dearest ideals. I doubt the king could have expected such a twist as this. The wheels of fate have slowly began to turn.
It's conceivable.
Only when my research on archetypes, on transformation magic, is complete and immaculate, only then might I escape the king's curse and leave this place. Hello.
Oh.
The longer I dwell in this lonely place, the more your words of support touch my heart.
Regards.
I will count on you as before, as a comrade in vision and in ambition. I can feel Moore's deep gratitude and trust. The scholar in search of utopia, Moore, within him dwells the virtue of the seeker.
No.
Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny. And we get rank 3, which allows us to become the Magic Seeker.
Now then.
Ah, this foreign thing, joy that courses through me. But you need a power to oppose more hardships. Study the heroic embodiment of the merchant. I've already mastered the merchant, dude. The growth of a heroic embodiment will refine your virtues in turn. I hope this task will prove meaningful to you.
This one's important.
Raise the merchant to rank 15.
I have faith in you.
I believe in you. I trust that you will fulfill your promise to me. Yeah, about that.
You don't say.
Ah! Already cultivated the merchant, have you? Another task done. At this rate, you'll be able to stand against Luis, nemesis to our ideals.
Incredible.
Give me that fruit and imagination.
Not only that.
Thanks to you, I've recalled an important memory. Didn't take too long, did it? It concerns the fantasy novel. Oh, I want to hear this. Tell us, what did you remember? I was once on a journey myself, like you. I passed through many different cities in the course of my travels.
In truth.
As I journeyed, I wrote of my experiences, and this travelogue became the foundation of my fantasy novel. Is that so?
Yes.
That fantasy novel is all the hopes and dreams of my travels made manifest. I've also learned and endured painful truths. They've served to remind me just how important dreams are to our lives. If that novel has been a source of support for you, the pain of writing it was worth it. You deserve high praise.
Incredible.
Come now, that's a bit excessive. An author secretly hopes to hear that, but still. Still, how nostalgic. I had completely forgotten of my travels. I wonder if those I met in the outside world, then, are all faring well. I hope one day I may live beneath the same sky as them once more.
But...
I shudder to think of the eternal solitude you saved me from. that I can feel a semblance of myself again, is all thanks to you. At first, my reasons were purely selfish, but now I'd like to be of help to you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I can sense Moore's thoughtfulness and trust from the warm look in his eyes. Rank 4?
May fortune favor
And this allows me to preview all abilities for followers from my main menu. Basically, I can look at my followers and what we'll learn from them. So we're going to get them all anyway, so this doesn't really help at all, to be honest. You can check all followers' abilities even before acquisition. Cool. We're going to get them all anyway, so I don't really care. It feels like something niche even on a first playthrough, you know? Truly, you seem like a subject worthy of research yourself, eh? Now then, let us widen our scope for the next research task by expanding your studies to a larger variety of archetypes. Seek more heroic embodiments and absorb their lessons. In doing so, your own virtues will become ever more prominent.
This one's important.
We must study 15 different archetypes.
I can hardly wait.
I wonder what I'll remember next. My research isn't the only thing I look forward to now. My memory itself is a prize to be unveiled. Let's see. At the moment...
That is...
Oh, I need to be ranked 20 Seeker? Give me a second.
What now?
You got a lot of fruit.
I found new power. New skills, new possibilities. Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Protagonist mastery has resulted in continued wait, why does it say protagonist? Shouldn't it say Q's mastery? Protagonist max HP increased by 20. Isn't it supposed to say my name there? Weird.
What now?
Silly father, you're not the protagonist, I am.
Fair.
I see. Fascinating.
The Magic Seeker. This is the archetype that I've come to govern after having met you.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the adept traveler, a seeker of wisdom who endures countless tribulations in the name of a better future.
All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
So be it. By shared resolved and honored creed, take new form as an adept seeker.
Really? New skills, new possibilities.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we currently have 11, I believe. quest. Yeah. It's not that your protagonist needs to know all 15. It's that you needed to have studied 15 different archetypes. Across your whole party. Pet the cat once more.
That's a good kitty.
Oh. You're coming.
Onward.
We've come this far. We will find him, no matter what it takes.
What do you think?
Should we go capture Heisme? No, hold on. I need to double check.
What now?
Just checking my skill inheritances. Yeah, I currently go with the merchant, didn't accidentally switch it. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's go.
Onward.
What do you think?
Should we go capture Heisme? Yeah.
Bring the fight to them.
This bounty will be perfect for helping us stand out at the exhibition. Let's make sure we succeed.
Indeed.
This area is massive, though I could expect no less, considering the occupants. What's that at the bottom? An underground lake?
Look!
Hey, look! There's a hut on the shore of the lake!
What the?
So he really has been living here. No wonder no one's been able to catch him yet.
However,
Something is amiss, though. If that truly is his hideout, how might he keep his victims here once kidnapped?
look.
This place must be home to countless monsters. A child would not survive even half a day. Now that you mention it, you've got a point. This place doesn't seem like the kind of place where you could hide a lot of people.
Well,
Then we'll drag the truth out of him. For now, let's check the place out.
I'm heading out.
Found us! Get ready, everyone!
Oh, by the way, if you notice in the top left corner, when I'm killing enemies, how it says bonus EXP and AEXP, you get bonus XP on days where the weather is really bad. However, like they said, it also makes monsters berserk. So it is both a boon and a curse.
We cannot avoid this fight. Stand ready.
We've been spotted. On your guard.
We have the edge.
This could be our chance.
Stay calm, everyone.
Yep, effects of inclement weather. If you enter a dungeon when the weather is bad, enemies will become stronger. Stronger enemies grant more experience, but you will not receive turn icon bonus when striking their weaknesses.
In Swordmaster! I'll cut you down! They die hard!
By the Magic Knight! I'll run you through!
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming. Let's keep moving.
I think I'm getting used to this.
Looks like we're safe for now.
That might be of use later.
All right, how's that?
Right, we did it!
Come on!
I knew you could do it. Look,
That should be it. We don't know what's lurking inside. Stay vigilant, everyone.
Tracks. Something small crawled here.
probably the larvae of the giant sandworms, right? This place is bound to be chock full of them. Maybe what happened is that people mistook the human for some subspecies of the sandworms. Not that they're anything alike.
Ugh. Even the memory of being eaten puts a twinge in my nose. I'd rather it stay numb.
Stop fussing over a smell. You'll attract the enemy.
I just heard something. It can't be.
Gallica, which way is the sound coming from?
Shh! Be quiet! No, they're footsteps. Someone's coming this way.
Keep your guard up.
Who's he?
It's coming back!
How do you know where it's hiding?
I think it's gone somewhere.
Are you the man we seek?
Name yourselves.
You mean this is Heisme?
I didn't expect a you chief.
He's a chief.
Never seen one in the flesh. We're but another lesser tribe the city dwellers don't care for.
There he is! It's our boy.
We owe you a debt, it seems.
A Knight of the Crown, are you? Is that why you knew my name?
I love him.
Or perhaps you know it from the wanted posters.
Both, actually.
I flee to the furthest depths, and still they pursue me.
Where are the people you kidnapped?
What are you talking about? Suppose there's no point standing around chatting with someone after my head.
That weapon. So it truly was part of the Shadow Guard.
Shadow Guard?
Eyes front. He's a knight to be reckoned with.
Here I come! I'll not be anyone's captive without a fight. I'll have to provide some less delicate discouragement. No hard feelings. I'll use this!
Huh? There's more high space?
To push me this far. I did not give you enough credit. But against my mirage arts, your strength means nothing.
I get the feeling that Heisme's attacks are wavering. Is it just my imagination?
What the? We've got multiple high space.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a reference to other Atlas RPGs, but I'm getting flashbacks to SMT3 Nocturne, where you have to go into a dark cave during a specific timed event where you can see the shadow of the real clone. But yeah, only the one with the shadow is the real one.
Was luck on your side? Or perhaps... No matter. I can't back down either way. Here I come.
In the name of... Hack and slash!
I stand for all that we strive for! Sever!
I was saving this.
There it is again. I can feel Heismay hesitating slightly when he attacks me.
Come forth, royal soul!
You think yourself equal
Are you
to a
prepared?
Eugene's agility?
I'll cut you down!
Magic Knight!
I see. No common sellswords, are you? 'Tis best used.
Okay, Heismay, I know you're doing the clone technique, but the thing is, you're supposed to be, you know, swapping yourself. You've been the third one each time.
I'll cut through! Still here?
Most impressive. You've some grand cause to fight for, I'm sure. But I have my own. I've no intention of being so easily snared.
Where'd he go? He disappeared, just like that.
Even wholly surrounded, too. Tis bad enough that he's skilled. But we have an environmental disadvantage here.
But the very first thing he did was save us from a human, right?
So it seemed. Had he not stepped in, he'd be rid of us, and not have to bother exposing himself. A passing, strange choice for a supposed amoral scoundrel.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. Worth noting that the petrification magic didn't kick in either, I suppose.
Our names still mean nothing then. The people's support is not yet strong enough to protect us. 'Tis frustrating, but we must press on.
Should we investigate the hut in the meantime? Maybe we'll find some clues about the kidnappings.
Good plan. Let's take a look first.
By all appearances, he does live here.
Let's do it.
Perfect. Let's see if we can find proof that he's a kidnapper.
Doesn't it seem like?
That's...
There's the mark. The Shadow Guard. He was a knight. I suspected as much when we learned he was a Ujif, but now... Is that a different group than the one you were in, Hulkenberg?
The truth is...
Titles and honors go to Clemar, or those who resemble them enough. Other knights work in their shadow, their duties lesser.
I get it now.
Hence the name Shadow Guard, then. Discrimination even among the knights. So much for our civilized age.
Even so...
The Shadow Guard go unseen by the public. Pariahs all, their only focus is skill. And Heismay, he must be dangerously skilled.
This is...
Is this a letter?
What the what?
It says, to Papa, thank you for always working so hard. I hope you and Mama stay in love forever. Sounds like the writing of a child. If they managed that much script, they must have been well educated.
Oh.
Was this a letter written to Heismay? I wonder if the kids saw him as a good father.
Mayhap.
Look.
Look, all these have been bundled in multiple layers of cloth.
Indeed.
Fairly tightly at that. It doesn't seem like anything would break if one were to drop.
Hey.
Now that I look around, everything in this room is bound up in cloth, even the floor and walls. Is it necessary to go such lengths? Strangely, the more I think about it...
Strange.
Huh.
What's in this jar? Should we try opening it? Wait, don't! I've seen such a thing on my travels before. The Ujif tribe has a custom of cremating the dead. They store the bones in an urn for burial.
I see.
So it's an urn. But judging by the size of it, These are a child's bones. He'd not go to such trouble for a child he abducted. 'Tis only a theory, but I suspect this may be Haizme's own child.
And so?
He is but a fallen knight, and has a price on his head besides. Under such circumstances, he would not be able to manage a proper burial.
So apparently...
I suppose it has been through he's been through his own share of woes. But there's also nothing to clear him of the kidnapping charges. We'll have to hear the truth from him. But how can we even catch him? He's fast enough to run circles around us.
No.
A direct confrontation would be difficult. Would that he had some weakness we could exploit? We need to find a way of countering Haizme's agility. Maybe there's some clues in this hunt? Cloth.
In this place.
Right.
That struck me as well. There's surely some reason. Why does Haizme have so much cloth lying about?
That's...
Maybe it helps dampen noise?
Aha.
Noise. That's it.
Hey.
Do you think those big ears of his are just for show? He's bound to be much more sensitive to sound than we are. And that's how he lives here so safely, I'd wager. In a cave where sound echoes, it'd be easy for him to hear when the human's about.
I see.
I see. So the cloth is a measure against unnecessary noise. Indeed. I've heard it said that you Jeep have an excellent night vision and sensitivity to sound. So if we make a noise so loud that even we can hardly stand it...
Nice.
Worth a shot. I love this part so much.
Right then, let's get this plan underway.
Haizme! Come out! Show yourself!
Wow, that's some crazy echo.
Kind of nice getting to let loose. Long as I'm yelling anyway.
Luis! You think you're so bloody untouchable, you bastard?
Hey! Big ugly sandwormy human thing! Even Hulkenberg wouldn't eat you!
Gasp! Rejected by Hulkenberg! The ravenous, all-devouring she-beast of the Knights Order!
Damn, Stroll! Just going right for her.
Is this what we've come to? Saying whatever's on our minds? Well, so be it.
Kanika! The sound of your wings keeps me up at night! Stroll, you think you're so smart!
I could probably shout something too. Hulkenberg! I'm not... This one's my favorite. Just, you don't even get to say anything. You just say Hulkenberg, and then she'll finish it for you.
Hulkenberg, you're... I am absolutely not old-fashioned or stubborn!
You didn't even finish.
Enough! Stop this infernal din! What do you think would happen if that monster showed up without my ears working? You'd all be dead. Is this blasted bounty that important to you?
Here's our guest of honor at last. It was never about the money. Children are missing. We can't just ignore a kidnapper.
Kidnapper? I see now. As you were saying before, they've named me a kidnapper. A monster preying on children.
If the charges are false, I would hear it. In truth, even I've come to doubt the allegations.
And why is that, Lady Knight?
You've...
Oh yeah, Haizme's
child
smug
himself,
face is the best face in the game.
haven't you? I cannot imagine a parent who has endured such pain would kidnap children, much less sell them off.
Hold on. I can't trust a man who does nothing but flee the people responsible for my home burning. Zorba, who forced the dead to fight on his behalf. Anyone who can't face reality themselves is capable of any low.
True enough.
If we lived in a world where words alone proved us just, I'd not be living in this infernal cave. I'm sorry, but I won't go to the gallows before I've even honored my son's death. If you'll not leave me be, then we decide this another way.
So you're finally ready to fight us properly?
Draw steel.
I also like his angry face.
If I'm to take your life, I'll not do it from the shadows. But if you refuse to retreat, then ready your blades.
We'll make you talk.
We'll make you talk. Yes, we shall have the truth from you.
Here I come. 'Tis best used.
I can't believe you're still attempting that.
He's not getting away this time.
Merchant! The blade!
So, you saw through my illusion.
He changed his position this time at least.
what's the
I mean,
play?
it's a new fight. If he's the second one every time he does it, I'm still gonna give him shit.
I'll cut you down!
Be neither timid nor arrogant.
My blade cuts like the wind.
This should work.
No, he's the third one again. Okay, at least he changed this time though. I'll give him that.
Pull them apart.
I'll cut through.
No holding back! I can tougher than I thought.
For all that we strive for.
Are you all right?
I owe you.
That helped.
I was saving this.
He loves that third position, doesn't he?
Please!
Wait a second.
By this power.
Something's off. That costume is
here?
but
I can't afford to hold back. I shall vanquish evil.
But how? Then my fight ends here. What are those strange powers you possess?
That'll do. I'll strive for greater heights.
I admit, it feels good to...
I continue to grow.
How'd you cast spells without igniters? What was that?
We'll have our answers first. Did you really kidnap all those people from the castle town?
Look around you, lad. Where would I keep the victims? Besides, I'm but one man. Kidnapping on the scale you suggest would be damn near impossible.
You're saying you were framed? This case even reached the capital, you know. Why would anyone pin such horrors on an innocent man?
Okay, first off, I believe anyone who's mass kidnapping has a lot of reasons to, frame someone else. Just, that seems like an obvious one. Two, let's take a look at all the facts here. You're telling me that this little Batman, rounded up a bunch of kids and took them to this desert where there's literally no place to hide them, no way for them to eat. Is he keeping them alive? No. What would he be doing with them? Nothing about this makes sense.
Innocent is more generous than most of the world sees me. A Ujif drifter, a disgraced knight condemned by the Sanctists. What couldn't they pin on me? They cast me out, stripped my titles, and put a price on my head. They would even refuse me the right to mourn my child.
And thus, you held back against us, didn't you? You never intended to take our lives. Or perhaps you could not bring yourself to kill a young man.
Just didn't want to make a mess I'd have to clean up.
What do you think? Is Heismay really our kidnapper?
Yes.
I don't think he's the culprit.
I agree. That being said, it is also hard to imagine the town maintaining a groundless bounty so faithfully. 'Twas the Holy Lady who named the price, and the guard captain who thereby took it to the capital. To end this as a case of mistaken identity would disgrace their word.
You think they must have had a reason to suspect him then? So, what's really going on here?
Sounds to me like between the Guard Corps and Heismay, one of them could be lying. Remember when we first arrived? We almost got killed by a beast they told us would be asleep.
You cannot be suggesting the Guard Corps set us up. Absurd! No, it defies all reason. They went to such lengths to place the request.
So you think I'm the one lying, do you?
Like I said, we don't make assumptions. If there's anything else you know, we're listening.
You're a strange lot. Fine. Investigate this as you see fit. And if you think I'm guilty by the end of it, put me in chains. What's the matter? Never tied up a captive before?
Give it a rest, old man. You'll make a better guide than a captive. Otherwise, the human makes a meal of us, and nobody wins.
A strange lot indeed. And... oh, my God, a foul-smelling one to boot.
Yeah, yeah, we need to get showers.
Sorry, but you'll have to bear with us.
Don't mind me.
If the charges prove false, you should be cleared. Still, we'll have to find a new head to be judged for the competition.
Then we'll just find whoever's actually behind it and have their head instead. Let's contact Barden tomorrow.
So you didn't shower? No, we did not shower.
Can't tell if we can trust the guardsmen yet.
What are we going to do?
We can assume we showered here.
Steady on.
Back on the ship, or we're about
Watch
to.
our bounty alone.
Fine. Then Neurus and I can both watch him tonight. Better us than risking our candidate, I suppose.
Never would have guessed that the bounty hunting was part of this plan to take the throne. And further, you've a Lady of the Knighthood with you. Not to mention command of a gauntlet runner. I sense there's more to this story, hmm?
It's a long story.
It's a long story.
It is even stranger that the youngest of you is the actual candidate. Still, I suppose I can see why they'd put their trust in you. But now the throne's in anyone's reach, eh? Suppose the king's magic wasn't just a myth. Well, hardly matters to an old codger like me. No telling if I'll even live to see the next king crowned.
This is all jolly cheerful. And I'm to be stuck between these two old goats the whole night.
Don't blame me, lad. You volunteered.
Those are some sharp ears. We should probably watch our words in here. Hey!
I hope Neris and the others are okay. All we can do now is get some rest so that we'll be ready for tomorrow.
What you want to know? This ass.
Here's the real skinny.
Alright. Just bought a list of things we can buy in this town.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all. I hope Heismay behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We should go check on him later. We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake? Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
Wait, but Heismay's in the Gauntlet Runner, right? If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not, we need to get to the runner, quick!
Neris?
Speak, man. Are you all right? Where's Heismay? What happened here? Oh, he reeks of alcohol. Neurus, you old sot, don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Well, Heismay was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
Damn it, Nearest, you're the driver!
What a mess.
You witless... Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it! Ah!
Now, what's all the commotion?
Ah, that was it! He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
Does he drive like this?
He doesn't drink and drive, does he?
If you dare touch a single drop on the road, I'll toss you off the runner's back myself!
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heismay was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
What's all this about frightening Neurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying. With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else. Children's shoes. It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
Definitely Highs. I love that you can just, like, be stupid and say, like, he did it. It's like, damn it, no. No, you idiot. A ghost.
Inside the town?
Logically, yes.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case, too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head? I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal. You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Heismay.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heismay the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that. I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Ujif brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnapper's tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
He's obviously our culprit.
Most strange. Heismay was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the guard corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here!
Fine, fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Pardon, may I interrupt?
No problem, ma'am.
Was that? Did you hear it, lad?
No.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
What? He's gone!
Heisme!
Find him! Secure the exits! Don't let him escape!
No good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Heisme?
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
Also, we're really bad at tying knots, apparently.
The scumbag here is Morris, his second in command. He framed Heisme with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old Heisme heard in the night.
Norris is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
Tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Ah, bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heisme's reports that shook me. No, I saw something. It was right after I slung Heisme into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog. It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell. It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
Oh, poor you.
There. You're all right now.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heisme.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heisme's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
No good. They said they haven't found Heisme yet, so they can't remove the blockade from the gate. Sounds like he's got them on a wild goose chase.
Fine.
What are our plans then? Should we just sneak in? Oh there, over here. That sounds like...
Evidently.
Just coming from over there. Is he calling for us? Why is Heisme with you? The guard at the gate said they'd not found him yet.
Got to say,
I'm the captain of the guard, and I have responsibility to the truth. To know and uphold it. That's all this is about.
What folly.
Could have avoided all this trouble if you just lopped my head off to start with. Oddballs, the lot of you. Why did you run off so suddenly?
The truth is...
I did some investigating inside. The moment Lady Joanna cracked the door to the room, I heard the sound of a child scream. And Lady Joanna is... well, she's childless. Whatever you heard, it cannot have been her own family. No child could get into such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnapper has to be within these walls. My money's on Morris being the weasel. He lied to our faces trying to get us to walk into a human's jaws.
It's absurd.
Morris! No, it's absurd. I cannot suffer him to kidnap any more innocent children. Please, will you help me put an end to this evil? I have nobody else to turn to.
Yeah.
Of course. After all, we can't use your head for the competition. We'll need a replacement anyway. We're in, right? I mean, yeah?
I'm in your debt.
I'm in your debt.
And so?
Seemed like no kidnapper could get the victims into the castle on our watch. Not under all our noses. But there was an old underground tunnel that even the castle gods didn't know about. And Heismay's the man who found it. There'd be plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Morris may have known about it as well. Right under the lady's mansion. That's bold. Okay, let's get to work then.
Is that right then?
We should be able to get there from Blindwell Alley, at the end of Cattle Racket Road. I've got to return to my post, but I'm counting on all of you. A well leading to an underground channel.
Isn't that...
Let's go. So this is the well that Bauden mentioned. We should be able to get down to the underground channel from here.
Ready?
The kidnapped children should be in here. Are you prepared? Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's hurry. We must rescue the children. Why did we just jump down instead of, slide on the rope?
Keep your wits about you.
Come on, get the bait moving already. If that thing goes out of control, we'll be dinner.
You can't run from us.
Please. Help.
The child yet lives.
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. That means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault.
If you've got something to say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
Are these the monsters we heard about?
No. Further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
The bigger that beast back there grew, the more its watchdogs started changing with it. One of them's gonna make a million.
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. I couldn't live on the wages of a guardsman forever.
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum!
This from a bloody-eyed Ujief. Look to your own sins, sir. You weren't just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled. You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play at justice now. You foil!
No, 'tis true in part. 'Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain!
O lodestar, who falters in memory. O thou anguished traveler.
Oh boy!
Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made. You can't erase your past. All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
Good words.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
I am Haisme Noctul. I believe the arc of life depends not upon birth. By these hands soiled or sinless, I fight!
Yeah!
Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
Go! Rip them apart!
On guard! Morris, you will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
Perchance 'tis through your influence that this power passed to him, Captain?
I mean, I liked him, so I'm okay with him getting power.
Young man, you seem the most adept with this magic. I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood among the Shadow Guard, and the years have not dulled my edge. Mustn't settle for the witness our strength. Is he?
Alright, let's see. Dark Sword, weak physical slash. We get Steel and Mudo. Okay, so...
Ha! Die!
I will fight with pride. Let's go.
Nice hit.
Now I shall vanquish evil.
Okay, it was kind of rude of Stroll to just, you know, kill them all instantly. But that's what you get with the Sword Master. That's why it's A rank.
Stop! Damn! The bastard got away!
But the children are safe.
Good. You saved them, Haisme.
You know that I used to have a child of my own. My son. He was killed. I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight? Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there, didn't he?
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
But why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain? Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
I can't say for certain. Still, from the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane, moral person.
And to think this started as a simple bounty contract. We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Baden for now.
Sure.
Why did my popularity go up? Who's going to hear of this? Well, maybe they'll hear of the children being rescued. Okay, that actually makes sense now that I think about it. But no one would... We're not telling anyone about the secret underground, you know, kidnapping ring below the city.
No, we just did what had to be done.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time. He confessed as much to us.
Aye. I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts. I'll round up the guard and search the whole bloody castle for him.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great help to us if your guards could prevent anyone from leaving the grounds.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
But the woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we can't find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
We're here for our own reasons. Whoever we find down there, we're not going to stay our blades. Any objections?
No.
None
No.
from me.
No. 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 No.
Do as you
No.
will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
In order to break the prince's curse, I'll need to make an impression during the tournament. I must accomplish something that would catch Luisa's eye. Besides, I think we're the only ones who can handle getting to the bottom of this. And we'll do it, not just for ourselves, but the town as well.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue, especially not in my name. I believe in you.
New ally, Haizme, a traditional warrior burned in by his past and has become your ally.
Considering we're due in Oceania in a matter of days, we've little time to tarry here.
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement. We'll use the old well to get in and out.
I left Haizme to calm down a little in the Gauntlet Runner as he wished, and decided to return to the inn with everyone else.
Gone so shite, this has. Alright then.
Nothing to do but sleep.
Good night.
Maybe because so much happened, I'm finding it harder to sleep. Maybe I'll go to the Gauntlet Runner and read in the evening breeze. Can't sleep, lad. As it happens, I'm a bit restless myself.
That a novel there? Don't see many carrying those around. Bit of an odd question, but what's your real aim as a group?
Can't tell you just yet.
Sorry, but I can't tell you just yet.
Thought as much. In any case, suppose it's not my place to ask. Don't worry, lad. Just water. Back where I grew up, there was nobody like you lot. Just you chiefs. We've never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal, we look worlds apart, and there's so few of us. Not enough for any political sway. Our elders only ever thought of short-term alliances. Loyalties changeable as the wind. We relied on their power, not ours, and resigned ourselves to that. Oh, I loathed it. Even as a child. I hadn't been cowed into considering myself lesser. I honed my skills, that the city's majority might accept me, and I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the royal capital. I felt like my fellows and strangers alike accepted me as an equal. Fool that I was. They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath. Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, they stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else. My son died. I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much. But you know, you lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of being the eternal outsider, I'd need power, status, some mighty patron nobody could defy. I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
Can we be friends?
Then from now on, we're friends.
A free spirit, are you? It'll be my pleasure then.
The aloof hermit, Heismay. Within him dwells the virtue of the thief. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Perhaps our fates are bound somehow.
And we obtained the thief! And you guys know what that means. Tier list. Alright. Where do you guys think the thief is going to go? There's no wrong answers. Keep in mind, this is purely subjective, so if you don't vibe with the thief, let's see, you'll hit an optimistic good, but you can do better, C ranking. Okay. And where I'm going to put it, it belongs in the amazing category. I would probably put thief, like, the thing is, the thief does not start amazing. Similarly to how the knight class does not start amazing. The warrior class is good throughout the entire game and will never stop being amazing. But these two, they're classes that get significantly better, and I mean significantly better, as the game goes on. So yeah, I'm going to be putting it in the amazing category. But we'll go into specifics in just a second. You can now study the thief in academia.
If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course.
Are you sure?
We're both awake. Might I have a look at that old novel of yours? So, this is a fantasy novel. This section seems to describe the Utopia's approach to discrimination. Let's see here. In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law. It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state. Well, well. What a world that would be. I don't imagine our land will get there for another century or 5. Still, I cannot help but wonder whether those ideals would please an entire population. You cannot pretend at diversity without acknowledging individual differences. Some will be judged as strong, while others marked as weak. Equal competition doesn't mean equal footing. Their very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak. I wonder how we might ever achieve a true utopia, where everyone could be happy. If this awakened power is meant to be wielded in service of my beliefs, then, no matter who calls it naive or foolish, I will always use it to save the weak.
It was getting late, so we decided to go back to the inn to sleep.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Excellent, we're all here.
So,
Today, we explore the depths beneath the castle. Use caution as we've both Morris and monsters to contend with. If you don't think we can handle this yet, we can go somewhere else and build up our strength first. We still have time to prepare if we need it.
It's in your hands.
Indeed. I only have just been introduced to these new powers. Regardless, I leave the matter in your hands, Captain. I've only known Heismay for 10 minutes, but if anything were to happen to him, I'd kill everyone in this room. We have 12 days to apprehend the real kidnapper. I don't know where we got that number, but yes. Besides challenging the castle, you can also strengthen your party during this. Yep.
The search begins.
We have a deadline.
Really?
And it's currently Idol's Day, right? Yep, it's Idol's Day!
Alright then. Let's go.
Bathroom!
Right.
+1 luck.
What's this?
What has this game done? I'm just glad you're having fun with it like I am. Alright, so while we're here, let's talk about the new class we got. Again, the Thief class, how it starts, is not that exciting.
I see.
But let's go over what we do have. Oh, well, first off, I have to study it.
Right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the wily Justiciar, dwelling in the shadows of those who would conceal the truth and exposing their falsehoods to the light of day.
All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
If thou art prepared to embrace lawlessness and chivalry in equal margin, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the thief.
Really? Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Okay, now we can look at this. First off, hero passive. One of the best skills in this game. Chance of getting an item each time an enemy is stunned or defeated in overworld combat. This allows you to gain an absolutely unreal amount of items. You can get so many of them. And if you combine this with the merchant skill of Lucky Find, which, by the way, allow me to, I forgot to mention this my last stream. I have made a grave error when talking about Lucky Find. Alright? This skill is incredible. And I was wrong. I took this as meaning increases likelihood of receiving items after battles by 20%, as in, like, you have to get into a fight, and then whatever chance you would have, it's 20%. No! It's a flat plus 20% chance to get items. Additive. Meaning that if an item has a 1% drop rate, it becomes a 21% drop rate. I was unfamiliar with it being like that. And also it does work in overworld combat. Merchant, please. I'm sorry I doubted you. Now, keep in mind, this only works for common items. Rare items, such as if an enemy drops the Magla pills from the moths, that is still a that is still a rare item and therefore does not count. If a monster drops a piece of equipment that is a rare item, this only works for common items. So it's not all amazing. You guys want to know the fun thing though? The upgraded form of this class does have a separate ability that does work on the upgraded items. And you can equip both. Yay. So, the merchant, yeah, it keeps getting better. But yes, it combines well with the thief's getting items like crazy skill, basically making it a 100% chance if you got it. Anyway, Dark Sword. Dark Sword is bad. I know we, I know I just put it in A tier, so you might think everything it's got is amazing. No, Dark Sword, bad. Dark Sword is not good. I'm sorry. It is a weak physical slash move. There's no reason that you should use this over the Warrior's slash move or even the Seeker slash move. It's just not good. But it has a physical option. We're going to go with that. It's better than nothing, okay? Steel. Steel's a rare item from one enemy, and it is very specific. It aims for the rare item. The higher your agility, the higher your success rate. This is an amazing skill. And hey, if you just want to, because you're a little devious person, you're a thief gremlin, you can just restart the battle over and over and over again until you get it if you really want an item. There's no penalty. I won't tell anyone if you won't. Next, Mudo. Deals weak dark damage. The Thief is the one to deal pretty much all the dark damage in the entire game, similarly to how the Healer class deals all the light damage. This is fine. Magic is fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Then we get Plunder Life, HP Steal. Now, even though it says drains HP, this is good in my opinion. It's not fantastic, but it is still almighty damage. Therefore, if you see an enemy who's just resisting everything you're doing, this still deals almighty damage, and therefore it has uses even if you're out of options. Plunder Magic. It's fine. You can get a lot of MP back. It depends on the enemy you're fighting. You know, it's one of those situations. You're fighting a bunch of meatheads, probably not going to help out that much. You're fighting a bunch of mages, you get a lot of MP back and therefore make it worth your while. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it has use. And then lastly, Mudoon. It's pronounced Mudoon. Deals medium magic damage, and that is actually really good for it's not that good, but it's one of those things where this is a first tier class.
Mudoon.
Yeah, Mudoon. This is a first tier class, similarly to how the mage, if we look at the mage's stuff right here, the mage gains weak fire, weak ice, weak electric. That's it. The healer gains weak light. This, as a first tier class out of 3, it could deal medium. Which makes it good. Like, it's good for just a first tier. It's not gonna blow you away, but, like, as an option, it's good.
All right. Where to?
Let us see, let us see. Why don't we start with looking at our requests? We have a lot of them at this point. We currently have 12 out of 15 classes unlocked. We need to go to a new dungeon in order to get this one, but we don't have access to it yet, so we can ignore that for now. We have the Haunted Heirloom, which is going to go get the Black Jewel Necklace. And the Old Castletown Kidnapper. Wait. No, that... Oh, these are the same thing. Okay. Did I miss a quest? Did I fail a quest?
What now?
I feel like there was something we were supposed to do. No, I'm overthinking it. Okay, Maria is able to rank up, but we should take a look at the Haunted Heirloom right now, because it's the only one we have with a timeline, a deadline. Brigida needs a stat at 4? What do you mean? Oh, Brigida's also only available during the night.
Let's go.
Those blasted noble idiots. How am I supposed to gather mortis skulls from those skeletons now, damn it? Skeletons?
Good goal.
Oi! Do I make a habit of eavesdropping in on people's private monologues? Well, not like... I'm sorry, do you make it a habit? Well, it's not like it's gonna change my fate either way.
Hey.
Talking about the skulls earlier, right? Why in the world would you need those? There's no way that a fairy and an elder could ever empathize with the plight of a man like me. An elder with a fairy. Hold on, don't tell me you're the ones who put down that mess at the Grand Cathedral. I must admit, it's hard to believe an elder could be that skilled, but if the rumors about you are even a little bit true, then you might be able to do something for me. I need someone to bring me some mortar skulls from the Grand Cathedral's mausoleum. Okay? You'll really do it? You're a lifesaver. The mausoleum's a complete den of monsters. So there's no way in hell I'd ever set foot in there myself. All I need you is to bring me 8 mortar skulls. I understand the nature of this request is rather unsavory, but I have my reasons. At this rate, I'll get the death sentence for sure. Huh? Oh, I can't explain it now. But I'll give you the sore details when you bring me those skulls. A death sentence? Yeah, by July 30th.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, we can do that today. Your reward doesn't even have anything good. Whatever. It's still something to do. I mean, we're going to the mausoleum anyway.
All right then. Where to?
Let's save.
Speaking of,
Should we go in? Understood.
Wait, isn't this? Yeah.
Should we go in?
Well then.
Let's complete the request. Since we're here, we should hurry up and take care of that request we got.
Let's see.
Okay, let's switch to the thief. Just so I can show you guys how many items you can get through this. Unfortunately, we don't have any good equipment, so my power might be a little bit lacking. So let's equip Lucky Find.
All right.
And now...
Stay present and focused.
Let's see, what's the button for the ferry? Okay, yeah.
I don't think we can avoid a
This
fight
is
here.
fine.
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that.
Ow!
Side is some clogs.
No choice but to cut through them.
Let's push through.
Corrosive acid.
Cat.
Brilliant.
Hey, you found
First
something.
talismans.
They noticed us.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
This is bad. All right. How's that?
That was well done.
This corrosive acid is a really good thing. I love that we're able to get 2 items from them sometimes.
You found something. Let's take it with us.
Not bad. I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
They saw us! Pose, everyone!
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
Come on. Let's push through. Come on.
I think we got them all.
FYI, the corrosive acid that we're picking up, it has the ability to lower an enemy's defense.
All right. How's that?
We found something!
Cat.
Not all that glitters is gold, I suppose.
Not bad. I'm sure you'll find a use for it. I knew I could count on you.
Come on.
Impressive as ever.
Let's stash that somewhere safe.
Cat.
There
Oh,
they
darn
go.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
And we get broken igniter.
Hey, good one.
Feel the power coursing through me.
Nice! You're gaining strength!
Let's push through.
That was brilliant.
Cat.
Very
Chipped key upper half.
This is...
So apparently there's going to be another half somewhere. That's fine.
That might be of use later.
Let's stash that somewhere.
Okay, that's where the boss is located.
All right, how's that?
Feel greater power.
Ooh, 2 lava crystals from that. One from the steel and one from the drop.
Draw steel. We are spotted. Come on.
I knew I could count on you.
Let's push through.
That might be of use later. They've noticed.
All right, how's that?
That was brilliant.
I knew you could do it. All right, we did it.
We've been spotted. On your guard.
Catch.
That'll do it.
And we get Blaze Igniter, which is... I've already explained it before. I'm not a big fan of using igniters. Simply because, like, I get it that it's a good boost in the early game, but I don't like getting skills, giving up my accessory slot to do that. I see the use.
Come on.
It's not my thing.
Let's push through. We are spotted. All right, how's that?
Amazing. Great moves back there. Worked out. Keep it up.
Very impressive.
Let's push through. All right, how's that?
Impressive as ever.
Just take it. You can always toss it later. Not bad. I'm sure you'll find a use for
Okay,
it.
before I grab that obvious.
No. He found us.
Let's push through.
We can relax.
Okay, and then we just take a right here.
Blades at the ready.
Nice.
Let's take it and move on.
You appreciate the game giving you a way to quickly fight the enemies without going into turn-based mode or having to avoid them entirely. Yeah, I really like that too, but it's only for enemies that you are significantly over their level, so we can't count on this forever. I'm just kind of skating through right now because I had that massive grind session to get that massive amount of money.
Mayhap.
This too looks like a key. The shape reminds me of... Oh, I think I know what I think I know what to do now. Put the pieces together. And we got the Inner Sanctum key.
However...
Okay, since this is the
now?
boss...
What now?
I don't like this.
Yeah.
In we go.
What?
What the? Is that a ghost? Well, I guess we are in a crypt after all. There's even a melancholia crystals here too?
Wait.
Calm yourself, and remember that death is a passage through which none return. 'Tis more likely a monster, which has undergone melancholization.
I see.
So this was the dark presence that Gallica sensed. Perhaps we have these crystals to thank for the strange changes afoot in the crypt as well? Let's avail ourselves of this opportunity to shatter them completely.
However...
Looks like it's not going to be that simple.
Get ready.
Here we go. Ready yourselves. Let's see, are you weak to light?
You hit their weakness.
Let us clean up this
That's your
mess.
opening, Captain.
Slash!
Yikes!
Ooh, wait. It repels slash?
Ridiculous!
About to collapse. Someone heal him now. Space knocked out. Someone help him.
No, we're retrying that. I did not know that.
Come forth, royal soul. Light.
You hit their weakness.
Let us clean. I'll
That's
use what
your
I
opening,
must.
Captain.
Nothing personal. Teamwork.
I shall fight as the noble I am. Hack and slash!
I stand ready, oh power of heroes! I'll run you through! Only a flesh wound.
Oh, you repel. Okay.
Cursed!
Heavy.
A blunder.
Stroll's been hexed. He's gonna get hit with backlash.
Okay, it repels all forms of physical.
Down. Get her back up. Captain's fighting his anxiety and they're targeting him. Hulkenberg's down. Someone help her get back in the fight.
Alright, let's retry with the knowledge that we have.
Nice hit. That was perfect.
I show no mercy.
Now, I shall vanquish evil. No, not this. No holding back! Hack and slash!
Magic Knight! As though we cannot falter!
We're all
It's
counting
okay.
on you.
Let's go.
Heavy.
Hulkenberg's been hexed. She'd better hold back her attacks until it's gone.
I'll use this.
I'm obliged.
I shall fight as the noble I am. Are you prepared?
I stand Magic Knight! Pierce the worthy foe after all!
Let's come forth, royal soul. Flare.
You hit their weakness. That's your opening, Captain.
Keep your guard.
Impressive.
Swordmaster! Hack and slash!
Like swamp.
Magic Knight! I'll it's almost decided!
That's
Coin
it,
can solve
Hulkenberg.
problems of. I won't hold back.
Alright, Hama.
Let us clean up
That's
this
your
mess.
opening, Captain.
This should work.
Here's lava crystal.
I can't afford to hold back.
Here's
Let's
another
try
lava
this.
crystal.
Die hard! I've been cursed!
Stroll's been hexed.
Here's another lava crystal.
A halfway decent result. Steady effort is key.
And there's Plunder Life. Could have used that in that fight for an almighty attack. Well, that's fine. And we got the necklace.
I'm heading back.
Guess that about wraps up our reason for being here. Yeah, we got everything. And our big reward is...
Alright. Good find.
Prevents burn. Boo.
Just take it.
Oh, hold on a minute. Are those mortar skulls? Yep, here you go.
Excellent.
I'm not dreaming, am I? I really don't have to die? I'm so relieved. You gonna tell us why you needed them? Well, you see, there's this weird fad among the nobles right now where they think placing skulls in their home will ward off disaster. But normal ones are no good, apparently. It's got to be one of those specially marked ones from the mausoleum, or they'll supposedly have no effect. Completely daft, right? A noble with more money than common sense demanded that I bring him the skulls. Said I'd be sent to the gallows if I didn't.
No kidding.
Seriously? That's ridiculous. I can't believe they made such an outrageous threat over such a silly superstition. Yeah, I thought nobles were supposed to be a little more, you know, noble. Or at the very least smarter than that. But lately, they've all been panicked. I think that whole Grand Cathedral fiasco reminded them that it doesn't matter how much coin or influence they got, they could still die just like the rest of us. With the leaders like this, I doubt anything around here is going to settle down and go back to normal anytime soon. Anyway, thanks to you, I managed to escape with my life. Here's the reward as promised.
Mission accomplished.
Thank you.
Thanks, young elder. You really put your life on the line for a complete stranger like me. I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
What do you think? Understood.
Speaking of,
We recovered a necklace in the mausoleum, correct? It belonged to a nobleman. We should return it with haste. That entire mess has affected a great many people. It's all such a shame. All the more reason to fulfill our goals and so that further tragedies may be averted. He's probably real eager to get it back. Let's deliver it for him.
you see?
12 days remain.
Somehow.
I thought myself utterly exhausted, but this meal is delectable. I shall sleep well after such a feast. Let's say we earned our rest today. Good job.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We should hurry.
Check this out.
Hey, I heard there's a new bounty at the recruitment center. We want to be as strong as we can to work on this case, so why not take a look? And Maria wants to upgrade. Ah, there's so many choices.
People missing.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
Oh, what a pity.
Got a minute? Now what am I to do?
All right then.
Oh, thank you.
What?
That black jewel necklace! Don't tell me you found a proper warrior to help you retrieve it. I did it myself. Of all the people, it had to be a worthless elder.
What?
I've seen your face before. You're the youth who helped to restore order during the attack on the Grand Cathedral. I apologize for my earlier behavior. The things I said, I can't even imagine what my wife would think if she heard me utter such discriminatory nonsense. Allow me to reminisce for but a moment. My wife was a researcher in the king's employ. She had such wit. We would talk for hours, endlessly discussing the country's future. She was kind and noble. Frankly, I never deserved her. And this necklace was the object which she treasured most.
Really?
Never would have guessed. I'm glad we were able to bring it back to you.
Thank you very much.
You have my deepest, most heartfelt thanks. Here, the reward I promised. Accept it as a gift from the both of us. Unfortunately, I'm running low on funds, so this is the best I could do. Forgive me.
Mission accomplished.
All right.
And a few points of courage.
And I'm off.
Now that I have this memento, I have some closure about my wife's fate. I should return to the countryside now. I bid you farewell. At least he's gone.
Now what am I to do?
She sounds great. Her standards were too low.
I love it.
All right then.
Okay, recruitment center has a new bounty.
Uh-huh. That's what you want.
That's a bounty for an alpha rockworm Valmo. The Valmo in question was spotted in a cave a little ways from Martira. A miner was eaten, so now the whole lot are fearing for their lives.
I see.
Miners. Reminds me of Grius. The location's changed, but we're still helping miners all the same.
Hey.
Okay, let's help out, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. The location is southeast of Martira, at a place known as Man-Eater's Grotto. You can stop in Chimera on the way to make sure you have everything you need. I'm counting on you. It's life or death for the region. Even if one industry goes out of business, it's not just ore that's found in that cave, but also precious gems that are sold at a premium. If you want to know more about the Valmo, just ask the Martira informant. They need to put a reeve in their pocket, though.
Counting on you.
Bring me back the Alpha Rockworm Eye as proof of their defeat. I can't be handing out any rewards until you bring me that, so don't forget, alright?
Let's do it.
Okay, we can get some more courage through that. This place must be Man-Eater's Grotto. What a chilling name.
We'll face danger here.
But which one?
Let's see. So many choices about what to do.
Where to?
Let's go.
What you want to know? I bear good tidings.
Southeast of this town is the Man-Eater's Grotto. Many people go there, yet startlingly few ever come back, which is how the place got its name. Deep within that place dwells the Alpha Rockworm Volmo. Now apparently, that's the leader of the Volmo pack, and rumor has it there are several of them there. Even if you slay one, they call for another immediately, so if you want to make an end of it, you'll have to defeat them all at the same time. Apparently they're weak to ice. They may be sturdy, but they're vulnerable to the cold. Other than that, there's also other critters, like bugs and flower monsters. Careful with those, since they'll try to paralyze you. You know about the village on the road to the cave? They sell equipment there that prevents paralysis. Well, prepare yourself well and then go. Is all I'm saying. Buy some information from time to time when you come back, eh?
Gone to shite, this has.
Despite so many choices, I unfortunately am feeling tired. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but I'm stumbling my words because I'm growing sleepy. But I'm having so much fun! But I'm gonna have to stop here. Next time, we're gonna tackle the next story dungeon. As well as, like, a whole bunch of other things. There's so much for us to do right now. Oh, this game was a blast. I hope you all had an absolutely wonderful time, though. Until the next episode, this has been your host, Kazaraspel. Hope to see you in the next video or live stream. And signing out.